Hyderabad, where you have today 3 major laboratories with almost about 3,000 scientists, about 4 to 5,000 technicians and others who are toiling hard to build missile technologies. With the association of DRDO, particularly the missile laboratories, some of my electronic warfare laboratories, the city of Hyderabad has really grown in terms of industrial capabilities. What you saw, about 6 to 7 major industrial partners, this is a very small team. I can tell you there are more than about 30 to 40 major partners in the city of Hyderabad who have contributed in various programs of missile complex. Agni 5, of course, one of the most leading program, but there have been issues where they have set up production specifically for meeting the production requirements. While Bharat Dynamics Limited, Bharat Electronics, HAL, they have been the senior partners in terms of the capacities. But the medium and scale industries of this city of Hyderabad, they have been the major partners. Today, if you look at the scenario of aerospace, it is a fantastically emerging scenario. What we used to have once upon a time, only a few projects like missile projects, which are the major projects. Today we have aircraft projects. Today we have helicopter projects. Today we have projects on UAVs. Today we have projects on tanks. I mean, you look at it, it's an emerging scenario which is of fantastic magnitude. If in terms of numbers, with respect to DRDO's major strategic and tactical programs, if I talk to you, in the next 15 years, we would be building systems to the tune of 2 lakh crores. 2 lakh crores I can give you in writing. By 2020, you will have to build systems to the tune of 2 lakh crores, because my project program value itself is running into more than 1 lakh crores. So obviously when they will be sold to the various armed forces, what is going to be its value? We have tremendous international partnership in many of our programs today. These international partnerships, this is emerging because even in the missile programs we have international cooperation. And when we are doing direct acquisition, that is procuring items, every procurement is associated with an offset policy. And offset policy is today making wider and wider, more and more flexible, by which you can have investment, you can buy and make, you can tie up with foreign companies, and foreign companies can come and shake hands with you. Of course, we have the direct foreign investment not exceeding 27% in defense. But there are dual use technologies where the investment can be much more than 26%. You can go up to 74%. So you should look at those dual use technologies which can be useful for defense and otherwise. Third is that there is a tremendous support which is being given by the government today, that the private industries, the industry as a whole, not only private and public, should migrate from today's component production, subsystem developer to a system engineering.